deserve it, just like everybody else. Be a soldier. A soldier for love. What's up? What's up? 1 2 1 2. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the delay is not that bad. It is not that bad. Barbie Doll, let the record show that Barbie Doll is in the building first. Yes, let the record show. And it is noted, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Let this United Troll conference begin. You know what I'm saying? Maribel Hernandez is here for the for the rodeo. You know what I'm saying? They ain't ready. We are not ready. They ain't ready. I ain't ready. I had to wait for the bonnet to go off the air. And now the bonnet is stalking everyone right now. She's trying to act like she's asleep. That's how she lost her job. I expect one thumbs down from her and one thumbs down from her only fan. And I'm not going to turn the thumbs up and thumbs down off. If somebody gives me a thumbs down, that means they was not happy with the show. That's what it means. I'm not going to get mad. If somebody thumbs me down, I'm not going to block the comments and block the thumbs down. That means that person, those two people, or a person with two accounts, use more than one account to give me a thumbs down, or several people, but nevertheless, that means that that person was unhappy with my show. And yeah, thanks, Barbie Doll. I see that. And that means that I need to do better next time. See, whenever I get a thumbs down, I go, damn, I need to do better next time. So every time I see a thumbs down, I will just do better next time. I'm not going to say that they hate me. They just doing it because they don't like me. That's a cop-out. Obviously, it was something that I said that granted me that thumbs down. We are all adults. We are all mature adults. If I got a thumbs down, I'm not going to say, they just hate me, Mom. Dad, they just gave me a thumbs down because they hate me, Mom. They just don't like me. They think I'm ugly, so they gave me a thumbs down. And my parents would go, no, son. They gave you a thumbs down because they disagreed with your show and the subject and what you were saying. Nah. All my life, people been hating on me and picking on me and calling me names and calling me, you know what I'm saying, names and stuff. And I know this is the same thing. It's the internet, but it's the same thing. No, actually, they disagree with your content. You may have said some misinformation and you failed to concede on it, or they just didn't like your attitude for that show. You see what I'm saying? Welcome back, Barbie Doll, and welcome all the lurkers. Actually, you know, this is going to be a short live, but very dynamic. I promise you that. And we're going to bring back some of your old favorites. You know, I had took all these images off my Dropbox because I had moved on with my content. You know, I started 180 seconds. I'm working on another show where I'm doing, you know, interviews or whatever. But I didn't talk about the bonnet for a week. You know, I had another person that I was talking about. And then my name was mentioned because I was missed. See, you get used to me. You get used to me disagreeing with you and contradicting you. And then when I stop, you know that you're not learning anything, and then you want to conjure, you want to summons me like when somebody rubs the genie bottle. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Uncle Black in the building? What's happening? So yeah, I'm glad you're here, Uncle Black. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to wait on some people to come in because I wanted to premiere my new remix. What's up, Donna Harris? See, some people are so narcissistic and so self righteous, they think this show is about them. But I'm going to make you wait. I'm going to make you sit through the boring stuff since our shows are so boring. My show is so boring. And since I'm not as good as these other people, these other people are such great. No diss to them, no disrespect to those people. I feel a camaraderie with them, but you got people trying to cause beef between people. And that's what LJ is guilty of. She tried to cause beef between me and Vic, all kind of stuff. And then you got this other person trying to turn these people I don't even know against me and trying to make it seem like we're competing or something. And it ain't like that. I don't compete. I never entered a beat making contest. I never entered a rap contest. I don't do contests. Contests are fixed. I'm not going to enter no edit contest. No, I don't know if that's even the right terminology, but if somebody give me a compliment, I'll take it. I don't want to be inconsiderate. But definitions in terms. There's the urban definition of things, and then there's Webster. You know what I'm saying? That's right. She just blinked. I just thought that some of my work is fairly smooth. Like it's easy to spot my work. My work sometimes I risk. Sometimes I risk being mistaken for other people because their work is similar to mine. But best believe, I thought I had some kind of signature look. Yes, I have a premiere remix I'm about to show. Oh yes, we're gonna discuss that a little bit. I missed the panel, but you know, I got to check it out now. She made me curious. She just promoted World's panel because it made me curious now. But I'm gonna. I had just got this software called. Well, I had it, but I just upgraded it, and it's called Isotopes RX, and I have version 7. I used to have version 3, 4, and 5, but now I got version 7, and now I have superpowers. And I was able to play Soldier of Love and then take the vocals off the CD and get rid of the music. This software costs $1,200, and it can do all kind of amazing things. And one of them, you can repair audio, you can remaster, enhance, fix. It's really a fixer type of software. And it's hard to get good acapellas. They make you pay for them, and sometimes you can still hear the music in the background. But now, Isotopes RX7 has changed the game. And if you want this software, they do have other versions of it that still allow you to do things like that. They have the basic and the starter kit and all that stuff. And of course, yes, I'm killing time I'm talking a little bit to kill time. Donna Harris is in the building. Midcled is in the building. And I have a treat for you all. I did last night. I stayed up all night, and I was working on some stuff for Key Deadman because she won the rally we had last time. So I was working on her stuff. But I was working on this Soldier of Love remix. And it's funny because I got the software, then I had to get on YouTube and learn how to do what I needed it to do. So I watched a 5-minute video, and then I applied it, got the acapella, and then I had to do a search for the tempo because I didn't know the tempo of her vocals. And on the internet, it said 90 BPMs. And then once I, put it in the software, I realized that it was 90.13. See, that's how I roll. I want the precise BPM. So Soldier of Love is 90.13. But I was going to do a drum and bass remix. So drum and bass is around 165 to 175. So today's drum and bass is around 175. But my drum and bass is at 180. So 2 times 90.13 equals 180.26. So that's the tempo of my remix. Also, my remix is in the key of G minor. See what I'm saying? What's up, Dice TV? You're just in time for the premiere of my remix. Appreciate you being here. And shout out to Dice and anybody that has a channel like Uncle Black. I'm sure everyone here already have subbed to these people. But right on. Welcome to in the building. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do the smooth stuff first. And then we'll get into the drama later. And if anybody want to check out when the drama start, I totally understand because it's my own personal vendetta. All right. Now, like I said, I used this new software I got to abstract the vocals from this track and erase the background music. And then I had to do search on the tempo. And when I got the tempo, it gave me the key. And I've been doing music. I've been doing music since I was 6 years old. And it said G minor. And I was like, G minor? Flats and sharps are close because one, sometimes you have a choice where you could say, B sharp or A flat. So when I got the tempo, it said G minor. Now, the reason why it gave me the key is because, and I can't see the chat room right now, but the reason why it gave me the key is because, believe it or not, top DJs actually need to know what key the song is because when they mix the next song, they want it to either harmonize or be in the same key as the song before. That's, for the big time DJs, the really like serious DJs. They got markers in the track, loop marks, and markers just to go to one section of the song. But before I play this, I want to let you know about G minor because every note on the scale has a purpose and it affects a certain thing. Every planet in the sky represents a note. Our solar system is very musical. You could hear our solar system before you approach it. I have no way of knowing this, but you would be able to hear our solar system before you could see it. And our planet alone has, I've heard it. I heard the recordings. All these different frequencies and bandwidths have these things that produce sounds. Well, anyway, I don't want to bore you with all of that stuff, but I'm going to tell you this. Music by Mozart and Strauss lowered the subject's blood pressure and heart rate, while music by ABBA did not. Now, Mozart's music had the strongest effect. The piece used was his Symphony Number 40 in G minor, and then in parentheses is KV 550, which like a piano is tuned at 330 hertz. Julius Caesar knew that when you listen to a symphony with a song that's composed at 330 hertz, each frequency is a note also. They knew that that had healing properties. So Julius said, okay, the peasants and the low-level people cannot listen to music that like this. This is only for the upper class. So now he passed a law where they could only listen to music composed at 440 hertz, and for the aristocrats and the noblemen and the people that's a higher class, they could listen to classical music at 330 hertz. And it's ironic, well, it's not ironic, but it's interesting that American pianos are tuned at 330 hertz. That means that back in the days when people had pianos in their home, they were healing themselves until phonographs came, you see. And if you can look up Bobby Hemmett, and he could tell you how vinyls affected black people in the 70s, and that's some good listening there. It's pretty deep. You got to take it on the cheek, but I actually believe some of the stuff he was saying. So anyway, I can't see the chat right now, but I'm just going to talk a little bit. It has been known for centuries that music has an effect on human beings. In antiquity, music was used to improve performance in athletes during the Olympic Games, and narrative antidotes also contain, or wow, I'm pulling the Latanya. ANECDOTES. I'm from the Midwest. There are some words I can't pronounce, but also contain indications of its effect. Studies have investigated the influence of music in the setting of different clinical symptoms, conditions, surgical procedures, and in pain management and palliative medicine. Okay? So, when you have certain music, like certain rap music and stuff, that use low subsonic frequencies, in the church, they have an organ called the B3 Hammond, which produce subsonic frequencies. They have a whole separate speaker that they attach to the organ, that so you can get the spirit inside the church. And so that's another thing. Subsonic frequencies came around in World War II. I'm jumping around the place, but subsonic frequencies came around in World War II. They were trying to use it as a weapon to cause the enemy to have to take a shit on the on the battlefield. A lot of things came from World War II, like magazines and propaganda and stuff like that. So anyway, Bernardi published a study that met with such attention, which had analyzed the effects of music on cardiocirculatory, there we go, cardiocirculatory, say that 5 times, parameters in 24 volunteers, and systematic prospective randomized studies that investigated different musical genres. Music from the era of Viennese classicism, music from the Romanistic period, or contemporary classical music, with a view to their influence on different cardiocirculatory parameters, and large cohorts are lacking. So I'm not going to finish this, but my point is there are certain notes that are not played in the church, and they call other notes worldly notes. And before, I'll give you an example. When the minister says, if anybody want to join the church, this is common, but not in every church, but the pastor will ask in a soft monotone voice, if anyone here who hasn't had a church home, who doesn't know if they leave this church today and they get hit by a car and you don't know where your soul is going, please stand up. If anyone here who hasn't found the good church home. Please stand up. And before he says that, he signals to the organ player. The organ player hits the foot pedal. There's a box that looked like a bird box. It makes a generator noise. And then when the music starts, you can't hear the noise from the box. But once the music plays, the box produces a subsonic frequency. It's between where the pastor speaks and where the choir sings from. Now, I don't know why a church has subsonic frequencies, but subsonic frequencies do affect your intestines, your stomach. It makes your stomach feel all weird, and that's what they were trying to do in World War II with the enemy. You see what I'm saying? What's up, Madiva and everybody in the building, observer. So, G minor is this remix I did is in G minor. Okay? And I also want to say that in the simplest of terms, the emotional center of music comes from one or two places: the major chord or the minor chord. Okay, that's a bold statement, but hear me out. Because this just might change your life and your connection to music and how you learn songs. If you're listening to music and things feel happy and mellow, you probably listening to a song mostly uses major chords to create that feeling. Now, in the example of a major triad, it would be the first chord most piano players learn, and that's with the C scale or the C major triad, okay, C, E, G. So you play that chord a few times along with some other major chords, and you got a pretty happy little jam going on. Okay? Now, once you're tired of listening to that chord, try contrasting it with this one, A minor. Okay? And then this chord is known as the relative minor of C, and that means that the C major chord on the A minor chord in the A minor chord are kind of like siblings, very different but quite yet similar in lots of respect. So anyway, what this all means is that any chord you can think of has a relative major or minor version as well. This is huge for one looking to make creative alternative versions of any song at all. So the reason why I brought all this up is to wait for people to enter the room. I wanted to build up whatever the tension to playing the song. But I thought if I gave this information first, you would appreciate the song more. So, like I said, this is a remix of Soldier of Love by Sade. And I stayed up all night last night doing it. It's 180 BPMs average, and it's in the G minor chord or key. It's in the key of G minor. There's no samples in it. There's just Sade's voice and my original composition and production. One last thing I want to say about it is that Sade, okay. Well, what I want to say in final is that the style of this music that I'm playing is called jungle, okay? It's black Jamaicans, if that's such a term. But in London, there's a lot of white and light-skinned, whatever, There's people that's Jamaican, and then the original Indians, I'm just saying, I don't want to go off on that, but the black people in London that of Jamaican descent, that's what I meant, came up with this style of music called jungle, which was based off of a lot of things. Believe it or not, black American gospel music helped reinforce jungle music. I don't think jungle and drum and bass would have been possible without this record by a group called the Amen Brothers. And on the A side, it was a gospel record. On the B side, it was a drum solo. and Public Enemy and Madonna and all these people. Black should do a show on it. All these people use this same drum break for all their songs. And then as technology got better, the way they used the drum break got more interesting. So earlier jungle songs were simple, and as technology got better, the jungle got more intricate. So anyway, I don't want people to think that this is a techno song. I don't want people to think that this is a house song or EDM or any of that stuff, dubstep, none of that. This is jungle, and jungle could have never been here without all those other things, without hip hop, without R&B, without gospel, without techno. Jungle couldn't be possible. But the tempo and the rhythm of jungle came from the Rastafarian community. All right, and the only reason that it's called jungle, is because the Europeans in London saw that black people were doing it, and they said, "Oh, that's that jungle music," right? They use it as a derogatory term. So the people who created it said, "We're going to keep that name." And what's funny is it's the only music where everybody came together under one roof to party, all races and nationalities. And most of the time you hear Jamaican voices and Jamaican singers over the beat. But I want you to know that all the top R&B songs and top rap songs have jungle remixes. You just have to find them. And I think jungle music is the most futuristic black music that exists today, and it's been around for about 20 years, but it took a long time to develop. They even have different categories, intelligent drum and bass, and this and that and that and this. So anyway, here we go. The premiere of Soldier of Love, Lordship, and it's going down. This is his Lordship with my Soldier of Love remix. I just want to say that you only get one journey. You only get one chance. You only have one moment to experience love. So while you're on this earth, take that leap. Take that chance. Take that risk. Because once you achieve it, you never want to let it go. And you deserve it just like everybody else. Be a soldier. A soldier for love.
I've lost the use of my heart, but I'm still alive. Still looking for the light and the cool on the other side. It's a wild, wild west. Doing my best. For the line of my faith, I'm looking to land of my devotion. In the front line of this battle of mine, but I'm still alive. I'm a soldier of love. Every day and night. All the days of my life.
Welcome to the United Trolls Convention. Okay? Yes. Timberland did dip into that. And dubstep is nothing but jungle slowed down to 140 BPMs. You know, and it's a shame. It's really hard to find good jungle and drum and bass. Don't try to type it into SoundCloud and stuff. You will not get it. I do recommend Brian G. V Recordings. I also recommend DJ Frost, and you will hear Erykah Badu remixes. Um, Everybody, like, you know, all kind of soul artists. You just can't imagine. But I've heard many people rap over jungle. There were rappers. Bahamadia was on Ronnie Size album. But those albums, when they came out, they were $25 per CD, and vinyl was $40. That's why it didn't run through the community, because it was on that other stand. When you go to the hip hop stand, that other stand that you avoided, it was over there, and it costed twice as much as a regular CD. That's how they kept it out the community. Matter of fact, I used to go to an import store to buy my stuff, and one of the main artists I used to get was LTJ Bookham, who still tours, and of course Goldie, and Four Hero, and Ursula Rucker, the same lady that's on the beginning of every Roots album, is on the beginning of every Four Hero album. And Four Hero did a live remix with the other singer from Philadelphia. I can't think of her name right now. And of course, Ursula Rucker in the Roots is from Philadelphia. Yeah. So the first half of this show was a learning experience. Now it's time for the bullshit. Now that we got the teaching moment out the way. And you know what you guys miss? You guys slept on this. This is not Sade, okay? This is Jazzy G. This is not Sade. Yeah, and Bahamadia is still touring. I like Bahamadia. Bahamadia. I don't use hardware anymore, Sister Mary. And when I did, when I did use hardware, I used a Korg S3 rhythm workstation. And it's a rhythm workstation instead of a drum machine. And I used it as the brains of my operation. And I connected my Korg S3 to a Korg DSS1. And then I had a generic keyboard also. So my Korg S3 was not only the thing that I composed on and sequenced on, it had 8 trigger pads, and with a press of a button, you had another set of 8 pads at your disposal. And from the S3, I controlled the sampler and the keyboard. And then I used a Roland MC50 to do exclusive sequence dumps. And then and we also had rack mount. We had a matrix. We was using other members were using a what you call it, a Nakai MPC 3000, the performance model. He had a Korg Z1, and then my other friend had it was 3 of us. He had a sampler that he changed the chip in on his rack mount, and he had a Korg rack and a matrix, and we were using old version of Pro Tools with a Apple G3 laptop. But I went full digital. After Michael Jackson Dangerous album, my goal was to go digital. But I can emulate hardware. I have all those old machines. I have the virtual version of all those top old keyboards. I love those Akais, but I have Native Instrument Machina, and I can tell my Machina, which is connected to my computer, it's just a controller, but I can tell the interface to emulate the same resolution as an Akai or the same resolution as a SP12 for you old schoolers. Because my first sampler I used in the studio was an SP12 and an Emax 2. You know, I only went to the studio a few times and I said, you know what? There got to be a better way. You know, it was just too much work. And too much shit you had to buy, and you had to format the reel, you had to format the disc, you had to format the DAT tape. Man, forget all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, people want to go to the authorities. They were supposed to go to the authorities today, but I guess they changed their mind. One of the most innovative artists in the hip hop era was ultramagnetic MCs. This was way before Wu-Tang Clan, and they was like the first to sound like they produced the whole thing in their house. You know, it did not sound like they went to the studio. It seemed like they produced it in their house, and then they just took the masters to the studio. You know, Kool Keith was from Ultramagnetic MCs. So we have a few things that we want to take to the authorities too, and you know, I got to get everything on floppy disk first before I take it to them. You know, what is this photo? Let me see something. That's a photo of nothing. Okay. Um, I'm totally prepared for this show. I did all the background stuff, but I have a folder which I had took everything. I took all the bullshit out because I had moved on. But then when I heard my name, I was like, okay, I got to return back to the bullshit. This folder is called Live Stream Backup Files. You see what I'm saying? So there we go. I just want to make sure that we know the difference between his lordship and other entities that are out there. You know, because his lordship prides himself on um, quality. That's all. Now, let me see what the chat room is saying. Now, here's an old time favorite right here. Let me see if I can pull that up. This is an old time favorite. Let's see. Right on, Global Family, for showing up. I didn't get a chance to directly say hello, but I get your notifications. I don't I'm not subscribed to you on IG, so I can't click on when you go live because I'm not subscribed to anyone. But I get your notifications, and it's good to see you here. Thanks for dropping by. Well, now that I got this software called Isotopes RX7, I'm going to be snatching up acapellas off of Roberta Flack. I'm jungleizing everything. I'm finna jungleize the whole Motown. I'm finna jungleize everything. All right. Yeah, Roberta Flack gonna be my next target. About to retire. Peace Global. Far Side is the shit. Yes. You know, I used to like Far Side so much. You know how you see how deep my voice is, right? When I used to try to freestyle and shit, when Far Side was out, my voice went up an octave because I was trying to be like Far Side. And it's funny because I had moved out of LA, but if I wouldn't have moved, I probably would have been hanging out with Freestyle Fellowship and Far Side and Jurassic 5 or whatever, because I grew up on West 65th Place in Budlong, and that's the area that they were in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is an old-time favorite, and I got to rush through this stuff now. And for those of you who never saw this, I think this is one for the books. All right. Now, this is my favorite. This one is so cute. This is the most cutest one out of all. And I'm sure you're going to agree with me. And, you know, people, you know, were like, everybody in Carbonation was not on camera, okay? There were people that were down there that stayed off camera but still participated in things. And here's the receipts. Now, because I have to hurry up and get to the punchline, there are things that went on that I got to get to really quick because I'm pressed for time. So let's go deeper. Let's get surgical.
And you know what you need? Is a soak in a bathtub. Put some bubbles in there with some Epsom salt.
Key Devin in the
Get you
building.
some wine. If you don't drink it's apple cider, get you some fruits. Sit your ass in that tub and just relax. Because tonight at 10 o'clock, I am going to take you to ecstasy. I'm going to give you pleasure that you've never experienced before in your life. I'm going to take you to your grown and sexy. I'm gonna make all you ladies feel so sexy tonight. Y'all gonna wanna put on some lingerie. Fellas, you might even get some tonight. Cause I got some dedications to y'all. So I hope to see y'all tonight in Lover's Lane.
I'm gonna
All right, let's keep it moving. Keep it rolling. On with the stuff. Increasing the pressure with the foot.
And all this, and she thinking in her mind like, I never got this before. Why do I have it?
This was proof that she was on the frequency from day one.
That's like, for instance, I'm gonna use me as an example because this happened to me before, and I just want to be open and make it public to the world. I had intercourse with a white type before, and that happened to me, and I was like, why do I have this? I never had this before. You know what I'm saying? I started. Like, it was just crazy. It was because the frequency that I was on a higher frequency than him. Our frequency was not equally yoked. So I started taking on stuff that was not good for me. You know what I'm saying? And it started playing out into physical manifestation, stuff that wasn't good for me. So that was actually myself showing me myself that I shouldn't be messing with that part of myself.
And what it is too is sperm. The sperm actually holds information, like you know how energy can be transferred through liquid and gas. So the sperm actually holds the information, micro-RNA information. If you look this up, you can research that if you're healthy and you're eating of an alkaline diet, sperm can actually be a superfood. It's a superfood. So you can, that's something else. But I mean, it just goes to show that when you actually intake that and it's in your body, it will transfer. That information will transfer, and then you'll start taking on character.
I already know it. Vic says it on his page. His trolls came over here and told me that. I already know it. Vic says it on his page. His trolls came over here and told me that they got a scam going on over there. I didn't. So basically, Vic has said that that's what he was going after, the donations. So now that Nature Boy know who's stopping his donations, who you think he's going after? He's going after Vic by making him contradict himself. So everything that Vic stood for is now a lie. See, first Vic was about going after Nature Boy. You remember when him and I was on there? Now you changed up. So now you're a liar. He just did. This video right here just exposed that Vic does not want Nature Boy gone. He doing it for the money. It's out there now. Y'all better stop Vic. And you got to remember something. Vic don't look at his chat. Understand this. Vic does not look at his chat the way I look at mine. I look at y'all, I read y'all stuff while y'all sit there and talk. And even when I'm away from my phone, I still will sit there and go back and read. I read all of my chat. Why you think when y'all, I'm like, okay, I'm shaking my head. I done read somebody's stuff. The point is, I read mine. Vic don't. Vic, I've said millions of things to Vic, and Vic don't see it. Because Vic don't pay no attention to it. So Vic don't know what's going on his actual channel. He don't know he's losing followers because he ain't paying no attention to it. So guess what? Don't blame me for this. The proof is in the pudding. So if you want to blame anybody, you better blame Nature Boy, because Nature Boy is the one that just set him up. Twice in a row. So my suggestion, do me a favor. I am now a public figure. So as of right now, when my videos went viral and the whole world seen my videos about Eligio, I am now a celebrity. So with that being said, our eyes are on me. The whole world is watching me. I respect Nature Boy more than I respect y'all motherfuckers, because y'all ain't shit. Y'all would never be on the level of that man, because that's the case, I wouldn't be going after his ass. That's one. No better, no worse than me. I ain't got time for you. Did I hit the wrong person? Sorry, y'all. Just trying to make sure I hit the wrong person. You can kiss my ass. Because Vic, you ain't shit. Yap, yap, yap. Yap, yap, yap. Yap, 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 yap. Bruh, you have no money. None. Bro, you are no better than me. So, bruh, You are beneath me, and I don't have time for you. So you want to sit there and talk about somebody? Bro, I can say it to your face. Everything I'm saying to you, and right here on this channel, I can say it to your face, and you know that ain't about me. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So somebody gonna fight me? Why? Because I said something hurt your feelings, Vic. Oh, it's amazing that when you say something about me and I return and I say something, Vic, I'm wrong for it. But Vic, you act like you own you while tripping on me. Y'all act like y'all own this sector. Y'all ain't shit. All y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. You while tripping on me.
Yeah, that was the one with Jaws. That's the one with the Jaws. I had to cut it. These were quick edits that I did right before, I went live. Yeah, I tried to do the best I could. And thanks for hanging in there. Like I said, this was a quick show to prove a point. To show you how she just made one lie after another, said all these things, and that's her opinion. And see, that's where she go wrong. She always stating her opinion as a fact, and that's the whole thing in a nutshell. Yeah, how you gonna put people against each other, talk shit about people, lie on people? That was, I don't know. Nobody saw what she saw. Nobody, the things that she said about people losing followers and all that, that's all in her head. Oh yeah, she can't stand being wrong. But nobody agrees with her. And even if she could find one person to agree with her, that's one person. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. How do you block people and then ask them questions they can't answer? That's the dumbest shit I ever seen in my lifetime. You block everybody and then ask them a million questions, and then what if they do get the answer, you say they're trolling for somebody and you block them. That's true. I was one of those people. You know what I'm saying? And now you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. And she say so much stuff, I should have took notes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what happened to me. She blocked his lordship a long time ago, and all he said was hello and peace and greetings or whatever, and boom. When she was blocking somebody else, she blocked his lordship by accident or something, but because she was trying to block somebody else because the chat room was moving so fast. But she don't know how to unblock. And when somebody went back in the chat room and said, "Hey, you blocked his lordship," she was like, "Okay, I got it, whatever," you know. And then she said she don't block people, right? But she only said that because she didn't know how to block. Because as soon as she learned how to block, that policy went out the door. So it amazes me how people have an opinion and they only share that opinion themselves, but they won't call it an opinion. And then they want to say it as fact, and then they wonder why people have an issue with them. Oh, yeah. And then she used to yell at people and tell them to stop typing. See, I got all this stuff that I could walk right into YouTube with. YouTube would love to see the videos of her playing with the sex toys, with her chest, her story about the kid calling her chest pillows, her showing naked babies of naked pictures of little Eliana. I could just go down a long list. She think because she erased those videos and stuff or put them on private, but Key Deadman has a great collection of her old videos, and I have my own collection. Oh yeah. Yeah. Her stuff is like, oh my God. I just did a jazzy. But I got allergies too. Nah, she don't want to be held accountable. She don't want to be held accountable. And for you people that's watching, let me find some more videos. Fuck that. Let me find some more videos because I don't think I proved my point. Since people talking about I'm bullying, let me find those videos where she talks shit about Jazzy. I probably can't find that video. I did, but it is on private or something. But I did screen record a couple of videos just, just for the show. Just for tonight. I think I got a couple left that I didn't show, that I have time for. And then I got to check out. I mean, I could show you right now her showing the baby naked. Why did she take the pictures off of IG and with the DU recorder live and show the baby naked on YouTube? How is that trying to stop Nature Boy? I can show you the video right now where she tells her chat room, shut up, I'm helping Nature Boy. And then she's telling him how to run his organization better. Now, that other video was Olmac and Eliana. I wanted you to see that. But I got another old clip with Olmac and Eliana I want you to see. All right?
I respect Nature Boy more than I respect y'all motherfuckers, because y'all ain't shit. Y'all would never be on the level of that man, because that's the case I wouldn't be going after his ass. That's one.
Unless you have something to offer me. Somebody gave me $300,000 and I gave it all back to those people. That everybody that came here, I took care of them. And I'm still taking care of the people here. Am I not?
Facts. That's a fact.
You guys are here, right?
Yep. Facts.
From day one, have you ever spent any dollar?
No.
How much money would you say I spent just on you since you've been here? If you had to tally up a number. Just one person.
I don't even know.
Thousands on thousands.
A lot.
That's a lot
Thousands
of
on
money. I know
thousands.
that.
A lot of money.
So, Key, how much money did I spend?
300,000. 300,000. Like that.
300,000. I'm a clown. I'm a fucking clown, my nigga.
I thought I had depression. But when I went to the hospital last year, that's when a doctor told me I had post-traumatic slave disorder. And that a lot of things that I was going through physically was because of spiritual. And it was called spiritual karma. And that's when a person takes on a lot of baggage of other people and other people's bad karma, just karma in general. And what it does, it attaches to your spirit. And when it attaches to your spirit, It doesn't let go. It just continues to add on. And until whatever that debt is that person got to pay, you're going to be the one to pay it. It's called spiritual debt. And that is when somebody does something negative and you say you're going to hold them down. When you say that, what you don't understand is you are now taking on their spiritual karma. And that means whatever bad things happen to them, happen to you.
You should be worried about the feds. Because if you think I won't contact the feds, think I won't. Because that's exactly what I'll be doing tomorrow.
Not many dogs left now, Anthony. You wish them all away.
I don't like them. They didn't like me. I hate anybody like that. I hate anybody that doesn't like me.
Why, everybody loves you, Anthony. They love you.
I am contacting the feds. I've already contacted the feds. And what I'm going to do is send them the information that need to be sent so they can start investigating again.
You're everybody's favorite.
I heard somebody think one time, I don't remember when, but sometime, that I shouldn't wish away all the automobiles and things, and electricity. They said that it wasn't good that I did that. Somebody thought that one time. Who? Who thought that?
Because now, they already are investigating. But now, this going to push this case even more faster.
Why, that was Teddy Reynolds who thought that. He owned the farm up the road.
He shouldn't have thought those bad thoughts. That's why I made him go on fire.
So, with that being said, y'all, for this child's protection, I'm not coming back on social media. I'm keeping this child's identity safe. So y'all won't see me.
That dog, that collie dog, he doesn't like me. He's a bad dog.
Anthony, did you do something to Bill Soames' dog?
Because I'm trying to get as much evidence as possible. And I figure if I get off social media, eventually people are going to start contacting me, telling me what's going on, and bringing me receipts. So, it's a matter of waiting. And while I'm at it, I'll be doing my own research on my own.
This is back in August.
Did you, son?
I put him in the cornfield. He isn't outside anymore.
Bill Soames' collie was out in the yard.
Why, Anthony put him in the cornfield. Isn't it a real good thing that he done that, honey? Isn't it a real good thing?
Yes, it was a real good thing that he done that. It was a real good thing.
And try to do the same thing. But you best believe, I am going to win when this is over with. But now that I'm not going to be on social media, yeah, I have no idea what I'm getting ready to do. I'll let y'all call my parents. Everything happened unintentionally, but I used it to my advantage. Everything y'all did to me, I just turned the tables on you. Y'all thought I was angry. Nope. You thought. Y'all dumbasses really thought I'm an amateur. I told you, Allegio ain't got shit on me. I'm way smarter than Allegio. Y'all can't play me if you try. But I damn sure have fun playing y'all motherfuckers. Army of Victimone and all the rest of y'all that wanted to be in my fucking business. Well, you being in my business now gonna put y'all asses in jail. Because all these screenshots of y'all calling my parents and calling my family is gonna put y'all in jail. All of this that y'all called my job, all this shit that y'all done did to me, I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all do it. If that means I get to put y'all in jail, it'll be worth it. It was worth me losing my job to put y'all asses in jail. Dummies.
My thing is, people who talk about stuff are not doers. Nobody said don't do it. It's just that she's 2 years late with everything that she's talking about and trying to do. She assumes a lot. You know, the power of assumption can hold you back. You know, assuming can make you look like a complete fool. It can make an ass out of you and me. So because of her many assumptions about many things in life, about people, places, and things, it's going to hold her back, which it has held her back, and it will continue to hold her back. Oh yeah, every Monday she's going to the authority. There is not one video saying do not go. We want her to go so they can keep her or make a note of her insanity. Her insanity needs to be on record. And you know what's really funny? Let's say he does get in trouble and he does get incarcerated. Because it's hard for brothers to stay legit anyway. Things happen you get caught up, mistaken identity, anything. She gonna take credit for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's insane also. And if you're gonna take credit for that, you might as well take credit for, you know, him going to jail for 3 weeks, getting investigated in Palenque, getting deported. Take credit for all that too. I'm not defending the brother. I seen that propaganda video with him with the sweatpants and stuff. That video was very informative. It was a propaganda video. It is a video that you can't use in the court because it's been propagandized to look a certain way, just like somebody who makes a political video against their opponent. I asked her if she went and lied to me before I was blocked, and she said she had internal bleeding. And as if internal bleeding is something to shake off. Exactly. All the stuff she says, and I get surprised when she wonders why people don't like her. I don't like him myself. Yeah, none of us, jazzy moment, none of us rock with him, right? But I don't believe in witch hunts, because when you allow one witch hunt, another witch hunt can happen. If you let him be a victim of a witch hunt, then you could be next. You know, people should look up Salem witch hunts. A lot of people died for nothing. Also, I'm not saying the dude is innocent, but there are people who are paid to look into these matters. They get a pension, they get vacation, they get a 401k, they have credentials, and all she did was get him sympathy. I think that he was able to make an extra $20,000 because of her in sympathy money, because of her stalking tactics. Nobody never ever took her seriously because she was always late and she always used somebody else's videos. You see what I'm saying? All the stuff she says, and I get, yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? She forgets what she says. She forgets what she says the next day. The next day. She was supposed to go to the authorities today. Now she got to find out. Like, all right, I'm going to end it with this. She said she can't, her new excuse is she can't go to the authorities because she needs people's names and addresses. Well, this is how dumb she is. The first time she said she was going to the authorities, everybody gave her their names. Where was her trolls at? Where were her ninjas? How come her ninjas didn't screen record and record that stuff? Everybody gave her their name and address. So that, now if she too dumb to get it and her ninjas was too dumb to capture it, that's her fault. But nobody's afraid of her. Everybody thinks she's insane, and everybody wants you to go to the authorities. Please go, hurry up. I'll pay for your Uber. I'll use my debit card from here to order you an Uber to the place if your parents don't want to give you a ride. Nobody believes a word that you say. Nobody's in fear. And we have video to show that you are a predator, that you are a stalker. You are a one-man gang stalker that almost made 2 children homeless and stuck in a foreign country. Ferris in the building. Right. If she's right, and if the police really wanted names and addresses, they could find them for themselves. And because of her ignorance of laws and rules, see, look, Jazzy want to say I've been bullying LaTanya, but every video I made was trying to warn her and teach her and other people. The same way that LaTanya said she was using Nature Boy for teaching moments, well, I was using LaTanya for teaching moments. If you rather me use you for teaching moments, I'll use you for teaching moments. But I said what kind of laws and rules, or not even laws and rules, but premises in court that protect phone companies and stuff. And whenever a phone company gives the police information, it's a courtesy. They cannot subpoena information from the phone companies. They give it as a courtesy because they have grounds, because of a case in the 70s, they have grounds to fight that subpoena. And because of the premise that was set before cell phones was invented, they could win not giving up the subpoena because the information, the phone itself belongs to the company. Well, actually, the data, the phone line is kind of complicated, but in a nutshell, the device, the data, the software and everything belongs to the phone company, not the person who has the phone in their possession. If the phone company cuts the relationship, they have no device, no data, the phone becomes useless. You see what I'm saying? So she be saying stuff off the cuff like, oh, they could pull up your old videos, they could do this and do that. Man, they ain't gonna do that unless it takes so many things involved to do that, and they ain't not gonna do that over some black people acting immature on YouTube, okay? Especially when this stuff is all third-party hearsay, nobody was standing there in person. It's just all crazy. So anyway, she recently said that this was all for show. Yep, that's on tape. All for a documentary, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. She won't use the money to go to the police. She will laugh at you for giving her the money. That's true, because she hustle people. We got that proof. How is it bullying when she is being corrected? That's what I'm saying. Now she called you dumb dodo bird, stupid ass, dumb fuck, everything under the sun. Show me the video where I say that. Okay? Show the video where I'm being rude and disrespectful. All the videos I showed you today was just her own words coming out of her own mouth. There was no commentary on my part. I said nothing. I did not alter the videos to make her look funny or anything like that. Now, if anything, she is bullying Nature Boy. She also threatens people almost, and she do, look, nobody's stupid. I would be worried because her level, her IQ is so low. I would be worried that over these 9 months that I may have said something I may regret. There's no way that an indirect threat is not a threat. A threat is a threat, and an indirect threat is a threat. That shit is ridiculous. She also threatened people almost, if not every time she goes live. Whenever there's something going on and she wasn't invited, she shits on it. She spread rumors, propaganda. She don't want nobody to like that person anymore because she know when somebody does something, it gives them a leg up. If somebody interviews the cult leader, if people have a panel, if people have a civil conversation with the cult leader, if you want to piss her off, just have a civil conversation with any member of Carbonation, and that really ticks her off. She wants you to cuss them out so you could be on her level. I don't know what cussing people out solves. Cussing people out is fun and it's good for views and it keeps a boring show interesting. But if you're on a mission, it's not good. You didn't solve nothing. It's just a bunch of cursing. It makes you no different than somebody on the street. It ruins your credibility as a journalist or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you harass someone and make them seem like a victim, like you're good at being a victim yourself, a professional victim, but in your case, nobody's going to pay you for being a professional victim. But in Nature Boy case, every time LaTanya stalks and harass him, he gets more money and sympathy. And it's been like that over the past 9 months. He have gotten more money than he would have ever got if LaTanya was never on the internet. I repeat, he has gotten more money because of the Reaper and LaTanya. He's probably gathered at least 10 to 20 grand more money than he ever would have got if Tanya never got on the internet. And that can be proven. What's up, Evelyn? Evelyn in the building. Yes, she wants to be chiefess. Yeah, it's all good, Evelyn. I got to wrap it up. I'm about to get a call talking about where you at and you never home and you be on that internet and you know what I'm saying. I got tons of videos, man. I don't know. Let me see if I can play one on the way out the door.
All you gotta do is research to see if it's right. That's it. Or if it's wrong. Yeah, your third eye. You be amazed with your third eye. But with your third eye will make you realize you know more than you think you do. Open your third eye. You learn you won't even need a book to fix something. You be like, go in there and just fix it. Books just confirm what you already know. That's it. Books confirm a lot of things that you already know. It's just once you open the box, and that's why I call this channel Pandora's Box. Because your mind already has all the answers. The answers are already in your head. You just gotta open your mind. That's it. We're older. When I was little, I don't remember back that far. My dad said we've been to a lot of places, so. And plus, my grandmother and them taught us a lot at home. So I didn't need books for that. My grandmother and them taught us everything we know. And then between meeting so many other people, learning from them, learning their cultures, I didn't need books for that. I just needed experience. I always get something in my mind, I just get up and find out through people. And the books would just clarify, verify what they said. So I like to listen to people's stories. I'm a listener. I'm more of a listener. I'll listen first and then I'll go research. That's about it. A lot of people don't know much about albinos. Everybody think albinos were just, individual. No, there was a whole nation of albinos at one time. But when they branched out and they started having babies with regular people, black folks, every now and again you'll see a child that's albino.
I told you I was going to take it there. I told you I was going to go in. Okay? All you got to do is rewind this. If you missed it, I see that there's more people that's in the background. Okay? There's a difference between bullying and also letting you know what the real deal is. See, this person every day cry victim, cry wolf. Every day they got me fired. They did this, they did that, they did that. Vic is messing with me, blah, blah, blah. I played all the main videos that prove everybody innocent. If anybody who needs videos for their defense, because she too broke to get a private investigator, she's already proven that she listens to gossip and trolls. Gossip and trolls in the background in her DMs. She don't know that the people that send her the pictures of the chat rooms is the one that's setting her up to be trolled. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jordan White? She don't know that the real people that's causing the drama is the people that say, here you go, LaTanya. Here's a picture. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, they doing this. Look at this. You see what I'm saying? And then you go walk in front of a truck. They don't go walk in front of a truck. They ain't making the videos. And the reason why other people don't get trolled like you, because you keep saying we and all this shit, is because they don't say the dumb shit that you say. You just offended albinos. You don't know where albinos come from. You told Africans that their country is not in Africa. You said Egypt is not in Africa. You told South Americans that they don't believe in domestic violence, so they just go around beating their women all day. You don't think these people have the internet? You don't think these people have YouTube? You don't think that there's an international group of people listening to your show? Okay? You said all Mexicans have the same culture, all Puerto Ricans have the same culture. You made generalizations about black people, black females, black males. You said you wasn't raised like the average sister. What that's supposed to mean? You was raised in Germany, but you glad you was raised in Germany and not in America because you would have been like the average sister? But you don't know one German word? And if you say a word tomorrow, that's after the fact. See, that's another thing. Everything that you say from this point on, and everything that you ever said as a return statement was after the fact. So it has no credibility. None.
You want to know why this is so fun for me? Because y'all have one-track minds. You didn't listen to what I said, did you? You didn't listen to what I just said. No, there are 52. Let me explain why there are 52 states. Y'all forgot about the Virgin Islands. The Virgin Islands is part of the United States. Oh, did y'all forget about that? There are 2 islands in the Bahamas that are now a part of the United States. That part. Y'all keep forgetting about that. That's why there are 52 states. You don't listen. If you read, yes, it is. It is part of the United States. The Virgin Islands is a part of the United States. Let me explain this to you. It's not a territory. It's part of the United States. There altogether are 52 states. But, hold on. Nope, it's not territory. I just looked it up.
I spent 2 weeks in Germany in 1990s and speak 2 words of German. 2 more words than LJ. Yeah, and Hawaii and Alaska can't vote on the presidential election. And yeah, I mean, I can say shit and thank you in German. Yeah, I can say thank you and shit. You know, I did 2 musical tours in Germany, and on the second tour, I went to Switzerland also. I went to Zurich and Freiburg. I played at the same place as Arrested Development and The Roots and Booyah Tribe and what's that dude? The guy who they said shot himself with a shotgun. I played at a lot of places where he went to. You know who I'm talking about. Yes, Switzerland weed is off the hook. But I've been to France, England, and Amsterdam too. But it was for promotions and research. So I'm surprised. You know, I thought this Wi-Fi was cut off, but the day I think the Wi-Fi is cut off, it's performing better than usual. Well, let me make sure we don't have any surprises. Let me set this up. You'd be surprised at how many little micro things you have to look at on a list so you won't have any surprises. Looking. I don't know. Let me see what this video is. I need to see something. Okay, that's a spaceship. Let me see what this is. Oh, that's the elevator. Interesting. That's not what I'm looking for. What is this? Nathan. Well, me see what this is. There is easier ways of doing this. Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to piece it out. I'm going to look at the chat room, see what y'all saying. Yeah. Other stuff, it doesn't matter. The fact that she think flat feet are normal, that countries only have embassies in their own country. That stuff is trivial. She thinks that only countries with militaries have embassies, and those embassies are only in their own country. And she made generalizations about Asians and stereotypes about gays. These are the reasons why you got issues. It has nothing to do with Nature Boy. Ain't nobody tripping off Nature Boy. You don't even know the demographics of the employees who work at YouTube and Twitter and IG and Instagram. You don't know the average sexual identity of these people, the average nationality, and the majority. So when you say all this ignorant stuff on your channel, you may be offending a contract worker, because a lot of these people work as a contractor for these companies. Apple, they don't want to pay for people medical or retirement. So Apple and YouTube have a lot of people on contract, and they pay them enough money to put some money away, of course. They pay them enough money, and then these people don't have to drive, and they don't have to pay for their own lunch. So that's a big chunk out of their check that they can use for retirement and medical. So I'm going to play this remix one more time, and then we out of here. I'm going to play it, and I'm not going to talk again, so I'm saying goodbye right now. It's been real. She also thought that, I'm going to give her a pass on this one, but she thought that Sanskrit was an author. But she did concede that she was wrong about that when I had her look it up. So I'm going to give her a pass on that one. So shout out to everyone. Hit that likes, share it, get people to check out the replay, because all your facts, evidence, and receipt is in this video. When she show receipts, it just be bullshit. Whenever she shows some shit, she's doxing her friends and fans. It's weird. If you show people who emailed you on camera and people screenshot it, that's your fault. I would love one day to see the video of you apologizing to your fans for doxing them, to your parents for doxing them, and yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because people only got your address from you. You said publicly that you're going to use a service to get information on other people. That was dumb. I'm not calling you dumb. I'm calling the act dumb. Because you publicly said that you're going to... This is further proof that you're a stalker that people like Nature Boy can use. But everything that happened to you can be proven that you did it to yourself out of your ignorance and negligence for your own privacy and safety. So you have incriminated yourself again. Plus, when you look at the videos in this show, you admitted to your fuckery. Nobody's ever going to take you serious for the videos you done made in the past 30 days. Nobody never ever going to take you serious, and it costs a lot of money to pay a company to remove Those videos can be removed, but it's going to cost a lot of money to have a professional service remove those videos because you played yourself once again. So enjoy the remix. It took a lot of work to get her vocals off that track because I don't have the separation. I had to use special software to abstract her vocals from the original song. Peace and hair grease. This is His Lordship with my Soldier Love remix. I just want to say that you only get one journey. You only get one chance. You only have one moment to experience love. So while you're on this earth, take that leap. Take that chance. Take that risk. Because once you achieve it, you never want to let it go. And you deserve it just like everybody else. Be a soldier. A soldier for love.
I've lost the use of my heart, but I'm still alive. Still looking for the light and the cool on the other side. It's a wild, wild west. Doing my best.